Now, StormTracker 9 weather with meteorologist Marissa Walzak.
Well, outside today, we did have some fog to start off the day in the Willamette Valley, Umpqua Basin, but more of us and almost all of us got to see a peek of the sunshine. Of course, another mostly sunny day out along the coast before the clouds moving on in. Same for the Cascades. Here's a look at temperature rundown. What we saw today, we fell to 29 degrees in Eugene. A very chilly start out there this morning, getting up to 44 degrees, so just 3 degrees below average. Taking a look at high temperatures across the rest of the area, high temperatures were in the upper 30s into Central Oregon, so yes, cold there. Along I-5, we did make it up to 55 in Corvallis, 53 in Roseburg, and out along the coast, everyone in the mid to upper 50s, so not too bad of a day out along the coast. Right now, as we get into the evening, temperatures have cooled into the mid 40s along the coast. Along I-5, still in the 40s, at least in the Umpqua Basin, but 30s in both Eugene and Corvallis. Expecting temperatures to still fall maybe a degree or two as we get into tonight, upper 20s into Central Oregon. StormTracker 9 satellite and radar showing plenty of clouds moving on in from the south and west, and it's ahead of a weak system that's sitting just offshore. The center of the low is to the south and west, but you can already see a few light showers off the northern California coast, and we are going to keep a few light showers possible across our area late tonight, early tomorrow morning, but we have another storm that's even further on off to the west. You can see it here out over the Pacific Ocean. A lot of clouds, and this is the front that'll move through once we get into late tomorrow afternoon, and that's when we'll see a bulk of the rain move across the area. So taking a look at Stormcast over the next 36 hours, putting things into motion into tonight and stopping it early tomorrow morning. That's when we'll see some light sprinkles and drizzle out along the coast, and also a few of those light sprinkles or drizzle working their way inland just in time for your morning commute tomorrow. As we get throughout the rest of the day and into tomorrow evening, that's when the bulk of the moisture comes. You can see with the yellows and the darker greens indicating more of a steadier rain that'll move on across the area as we get into tomorrow night. Again, this is stopping right close to about 10 o'clock. Heavy rain moving through as we get into the overnight hours on overnight hours on Thursday, and wrapping up quickly though Friday morning. So by the afternoon on Friday shouldn't be too bad, but yes, again, still going to look at a pretty nice front to move through the area tomorrow evening and into tomorrow night. Out along the coast, again, some sprinkles in the morning, but the heavier rain moving in late in the afternoon. Expect highs into the mid 50s. The Umpqua Basin highs also into the mid 50s. Rain moving in late, possible for a sprinkle early in the day, but most of those lighter showers staying to the north. The Cascades and the foothills expect 50s over the passes, in the 40s. Rain also across the passes, so not looking at snow. That doesn't happen until we get into Friday. And finally, for the Willamette Valley, expect highs into the low 50s. A few sprinkles or some drizzle out there early in the morning, but as we get into the late afternoon, evening, that's when we'll see the heavier rain move on in. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast along the coast. Looking at a few showers also continuing into Friday morning with this initial system. Overall rainfall for tomorrow and Friday will be around an inch out along the coast. We'll have a break for Friday afternoon and into Friday night before rain does return with the next storm Saturday into Sunday. The Umpqua Basin also looking at rain showers late tomorrow into Friday morning. Rainfall totals possibly up to about a half an inch, but closer to about a quarter of an inch for tomorrow, but more rain as we get into the weekend. The Cascades looking at rain initially tomorrow, transitioning to snow, but we see that transition back to rain quickly as we get into Saturday, as that freezing line jumps up to about 7,000 feet. And finally, for the Willamette Valley, yes, a few sprinkles out there tomorrow, but rain late tomorrow into Friday. Again, about a half an inch to about, or even a quarter of an inch in a few spots to a half an inch of max amount as we get into tomorrow and Friday, but more rain as we get into Saturday and Sunday, guys.